Hey everyone! In this tutorial we're going to crochet this reversible Pikachu Raichu plushie. To do this tutorial you will need all of these materials. You can find a complete list in the description box below or in the written pattern at studiocrafty.com. So the first thing we're going to do is make the head and body. I am going to show you how to do one, but you will need to repeat this pattern in order to make one for Pikachu and one for Raichu. So I've already made my Pikachu one right here, and so we're going to crochet Raichu together. But you'll need to do one for each, and they have the exact same pattern. So the first thing we need to do is make a magic ring with 6 single crochets. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Next we're going to do an increase round, and we're going to increase from 6 stitches to 12 stitches by increasing in every stitch. One, and in the same stitch increase for 2, 3, and in the same stitch increase for 4, 5, and in the same stitch increase for 6, 7, and increase 8, 9, and increase 10, 11, and increase 12. So now we have 12 stitches. Next we're going to do a series of increase rounds, and I'm going to go over with you how to do the increase pattern 2 times and then leave it to you to do the rest of the round. Next we're going to do another increase round, and we're going to increase from 12 stitches to 18 stitches by increasing on every multiple of 3. Now depending on how you count your increases, this will be on either every multiple of 3 or every multiple of 2. So when I count my increases, I like to count the increase as the second stitch of the increase. So increases are 2 stitches, and I like to count the second stitch as the increase itself. And some people like to count the group of 2 as an increase. So whichever way is easiest for you. But just understand that when I say multiples of 3, I mean the second stitch of your increase should land a multiple of 3 count. You'll see what I mean. So in the first stitch we single crochet 1, in the next stitch is 2, and in the same stitch we increase for 3, 4, 5, and in the same stitch we increase for 6. Now repeat this pattern 4 more times until you have 18 stitches. Okay, so now we have 18 stitches. Next we're going to do another increase round, and we're going to increase from 18 stitches to 24 stitches by increasing on every multiple of 4. So in this first stitch we single crochet 1, 2, 3, and in the same stitch we increase for 4, 5, 6, 7, and in the same stitch we increase for 8. Now repeat that pattern 4 more times until you have 24 stitches. So now we have 24 stitches. Next we're going to do another increase round, and we're going to increase from 24 stitches up to 30 stitches by increasing on every multiple of 5. So we single crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, and in the same stitch you increase for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and in the same stitch we increase for 10. Now repeat that pattern 4 more times until you have 30 stitches. So now we have 30 stitches. Next we're going to do another increase round, and we're going to increase from 30 stitches up to 36 stitches by increasing on every multiple of 6. In the first stitch we single crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in the same stitch we increase for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and in the same stitch we increase for 12. Now repeat that pattern 4 more times until you have 36 stitches. Okay, so now we have 36 stitches. Next we're going to do one last increase round, and we're going to increase from 36 stitches up to 42 stitches by increasing on every multiple of 7. Single crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and in the same stitch we increase for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and in the same stitch we increase for 14. Now repeat that pattern 4 more times until you have 42 stitches. Okay, so I've come to the end of my round and we now have 42 stitches. Next, I'm going to insert my magic ringtail as a stitch marker, and we are going to single crochet 5 rounds continuously, so that's 5 rounds of 42 stitches. So that's just 1 stitch in every stitch all the way around for 5 rounds. And I will meet you back here when that's all done. Okay, so I've come to the end of my 5 rounds and I can take out my stitch marker. Next, we're going to begin to form his cheeks. So we need to do a couple of increases and then just some regular single crochets, and it will form his cheeks. So in this next round, we need to increase 2, single crochet 13, increase 2, and single crochet 25. So first we need to do 2 increases. So in this first stitch we single crochet 1, and in the same stitch complete the increase for 2. Then we need to do 1 more increase stitch. So single crochet 1, and in the same stitch increase for 2. So we've just done 2 increases. Next we're going to single crochet 13. So here's 1, 2, 12, and 13. Next we're going to do 2 more increases. So we single crochet 1, and in the same stitch increase for 2. Then we do 1 more increase. So we single crochet 1, and in the same stitch increase for 2. Next, we're going to single crochet 25. So that's all the way to the end of our round. One, 2, 24, and 25. Okay, so now we should have 46 stitches. Next, we're going to do another round with a similar kind of increase pattern. We're going to increase, then single crochet 1, then increase, then single crochet 13, then increase, then single crochet 1, increase, and then single crochet 27. So that's kind of a lot to remember, so we're going to do it together. So in this first stitch, we increase, so we single crochet 1, and in the same stitch, increase for 2. Then in the next stitch, we just single crochet 1. Then in the next stitch, we increase again. So we single crochet 1 and increase for 2. Next, we're going to single crochet 13. 1, 2, 12, and 13. Next, we're going to increase, then single crochet 1, then increase again. So in this first stitch, we single crochet 1, and in the same stitch increase for 2. Then in the next stitch, we single crochet 1. And then in the next stitch, we increase again. So we single crochet 1, and in the same stitch, increase for 2. Then we're going to single crochet 27. So that's just 27 regular old single crochets until the end of your round. One, 2, 26, and 27. Okay, so we're at the end of our round. Now you should have 50 stitches. Next, we're going to do 2 rounds where we just single crochet 1 in every stitch. So that is 2 rounds of 50 stitches, or 100 stitches, and I will meet you back here when that's all done. Alright, so I've come to the end of my 2 rounds, and next we are going to do a decrease round, similar to the increase rounds we just did, where we decrease, then single crochet 1, then decrease, then single crochet 13. So in these first 2 stitches, we are going to decrease. So put your hook through the front loop of stitch number 1 and stitch number 2, and decrease them together. Then we single crochet 1, and then we do another decrease. So 1 and 2 together. Next, we're going to single crochet 13. 1, 2, and 13. Next, we're going to decrease, single crochet 1, and then decrease again. So put your hook through the front loop of stitch number 1 and stitch number 2, and decrease them together. Then single crochet 1, then decrease. Then single crochet 1 in every stitch until the end of your round. That should be 27 stitches. 1, 2, and 27. Next, we're going to do a decrease round where we do decreases in the first half and then regular single crochets in the second half. So first we're going to single crochet 1, decrease 7 times. So in this first stitch, we single crochet 1, and then 2 and 3 are decreased together. So that was 1 time for the pattern. This is 4, and then 5 and 6 are decreased together. And that's 2 times for the pattern. 7, and then 8 and 9 are decreased together. 10, and then 11 and 12 are decreased together. 13, and then 14 and 15 are decreased together. 16, and then 17 and 18 are decreased together. 19, and then 20 and 21 are decreased together. And then next we're going to single crochet 25. 1, 2, and 25. All right, next we're going to do another round similar to the round we just did, except this time we're just going to decrease 7 decreases straight. So in the next 14 stitches, each stitch is a decrease. So in this first stitch and the second stitch, we decrease, then 3 and 4 are decreased together. 5 and 6 are decreased together. 7 and 8, oopsies, 9 and 10, 11 and 12, 13 and 14. Next, we're just going to single crochet one in every stitch for the rest of our round, so that's 25 stitches. So single crochet 25. 1, 2, and 25. All right, next we're going to do another weird decrease round. We are going to single crochet 7, and then for the rest of the round we're going to do some decreases where we single crochet 3 and then decrease. So single crochet, or so decreasing on every multiple of 5 for the remainder of the round. So let's do this first part together. Let's single crochet 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, next we're going to single crochet 3, decrease 5 times. So that's for the rest of the round. So think of it as decreasing on every multiple of 5 times. So in this first stitch, we single crochet 1, 2, 3, and then 4 and 5 are decreased together. 6, 7, 8, and then 9 and 10 are decreased together. 11, 12, 13, and then 14 and 15 are decreased together. 16, 17, 18, then 19 and 20 are decreased together. 21, 22, 23, and then 24 and 25 are decreased together. And that's the end of the round. In this next round, we're going to increase 7 times and then single crochet 20. So we single crochet 1, and in the same stitch increase for 2, 3, and increase for 4, 5, and increase for 6, 7, and increase for 8, 9, and increase for 10, 11, and increase for 12, 13, and increase for 14. So we just did 7 increases. Next, we're just going to single crochet 20. So that's single crochet 1 in every stitch until the end of your round. 1, 2, and 20. All right, next we're going to do 1 increase round where we only increase 2 stitches. So we are going to single crochet 16 and increase. So we single crochet 1, 2, 15, 16, and then 17, and in the same stitch, increase for 18. Now do that one more time and I'll meet you back here when that's all done. Next we're going to do another increase round where we increase from 36 stitches to 42 stitches by increasing on every multiple of 7. So this one is just even all the way around. We're back to even ones now. So we single crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and in the same stitch we increase for 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and in the same stitch we increase for 14. Now repeat that pattern 4 more times until you have 42 stitches. Okay, so I've come to the end of my round and you should now have 42 stitches. Next we're going to do 2 rounds where we just single crochet 1 in every stitch. So that's 2 rounds of 42 stitches or 84 stitches. And I'll meet you back here when that's all done. Okay, so I've just come to the end of my 2 rounds. Next we are going to do 2 of those fancy increase rounds again like we did with the cheeks. But in order to do that, we need to be perfectly in line with this first cheek right here. So we need to be starting right about here, which is a couple stitches ahead of where we are. Because you want it to be straight down from the bottom of his cheek where you're starting. So what I'm gonna do is single crochet about 2 more stitches. So that's 1 and 2 in order to start my round where I need to be. Now you may need to single crochet more stitches or you may need to remove some stitches depending on kind of how you crochet. You might be a little ahead of where you need to be, you might be a little behind where you need to be, but just get yourself in line with the cheek. So the first thing we need to do is increase 2 times. So in this first stitch, we single crochet 1 and increase for 2. Then in the next stitch, we single crochet 1 and increase for 2. Then we're going to single crochet 10. So we single crochet 1, 2, and 10. And as you can see now, we are right below the other cheek. So we are going to increase 2 times again. So we single crochet 1 and in the same stitch increase for 2. Then in the next stitch we single crochet 1 and increase for 2. Then we're going to single crochet 1 in every stitch until the end of our round, so that should be 28 stitches. And I'll meet you back here when that's all done. Okay, so I've just finished my 28 stitches. Next, we're going to do another round similar to the one that we just did. So we're going to increase, then single crochet 1, then increase, then single crochet 10, then increase, single crochet 1, increase, then single crochet 30. So here we go. In this first stitch, we single crochet 1 and increase for 2 in the same stitch. In the next stitch, we single crochet 1, and in the next stitch we increase. So we single crochet 1 and in the same stitch increase for 2. Next we're going to single crochet 10. 1, 2, 9, and 10. Next we're going to increase, single crochet 1, increase. So in this first stitch we single crochet 1 and in the same stitch increase for 2. Then in the next stitch we just single crochet 1 and in the next stitch we increase. So we single crochet 1 and in the same stitch increase for 2. And next we're just going to single crochet 1 in every stitch until the end of the round. So that should be 30 stitches. 1, 2. Okay, so I've come to the end of my round. Next we're going to do 2 rows where we single crochet 1 in every stitch. So single crochet 100. Alright, so I've come to the end of my 2 rounds. Next we're going to do a decrease round, and we're going to decrease from 50 stitches down to 40 stitches by decreasing on every multiple of 5. So we single crochet 1, 2, and 3, then 4 and 5 are decreased together. 6, 7, 8, and then 9 and 10 are decreased together. Now repeat that pattern 8 more times until you have 40 stitches. All right, so now we have 40 stitches. Next, we're going to do another decrease round, and we're going to decrease from 40 stitches down to 30 stitches by decreasing on every multiple of 4. So we single crochet 1, 2, and then 3 and 4 are decreased together. 5, 6, and then 7 and 8 are decreased together. Now repeat that pattern 8 more times until you have 30 stitches. Alright, so I've come to the end of my round and we are all done, so we can slip stitch. Oopsies. Slip stitch and chain 1 to finish off. Now I've done the body for Raichu. You can rewind this video to do the body for Pikachu. If you have both of your bodies all done, then we can move on.